Welcome to a journey through the shadowy alleys of the Japanese internet, a realm where folklore and digital age collide to create a uniquely eerie experience.
Just look at you. You're filthy.
Ever wondered what lurks in the hidden corners of Japan's online world? From faceless ghosts to whispered urban legends, get ready to explore 15 of the most terrifying and bizarre phenomena that thrive in this digital underbelly. Are you brave enough to dive in? Number 1. Nopperabo, Faceless Ghost Videos. Venture into the realm of Nopperabo, and you'll encounter one of Japan's most chilling folklore entities, the Faceless Ghost. These eerie beings, deeply rooted in Japanese mythology, have found a new home on the internet, captivating and terrifying viewers worldwide. In numerous videos, these spectral figures appear seemingly normal at first, only to turn and reveal a smooth, blank visage where a face should be. The shock value of this sudden transformation from the mundane to the monstrous is immense, tapping into a primal fear of the unknown and the unnatural. These videos aren't just about jump scares, they're a digital reincarnation of age-old tales. Traditionally, Nopperabo stories served as cautionary tales, often symbolizing the idea that things are not always what they seem. The online version of these stories retains this essence, blending modern cinematography with folklore to create a uniquely unsettling experience. The Faceless Ghost videos are a testament to the power of cultural myths in the digital age, illustrating how ancient fears can be reborn and reshaped by new mediums. For those brave enough to watch, these videos offer a spine-tingling glimpse into the depths of Japanese folklore, reimagined for a global connected audience. Number 2. Kawaii Hanashi, Scary Stories. Forums. Dive deeper into the Japanese internet, and you'll discover Kawaii Hanashi forums, a digital campfire around which netizens gather to share their spine-chilling experiences. These forums are a modern continuation of the rich tradition of ghost stories in Japanese culture, offering a space where the supernatural seamlessly intertwines with the everyday. Here, users recount personal encounters with the unexplainable, each story adding to the tapestry of modern folklore that thrives online. What makes these forums fascinating is the blend of personal narratives with the cultural backdrop of Japanese ghost stories. The tales range from eerie coincidences to full-fledged encounters with the paranormal, each narrated with a rawness that only personal experience can provide. These stories are not just mere entertainment. They often carry the weight of cultural significance, echoing themes of ancestral spirits, traditional beliefs, and the complex relationship between the living and the dead in Japanese culture. Kawaii Hanashi forums are more than just a collection of ghost stories. They're a communal experience where storytelling is both a bond and a balm. For many, sharing their experiences is a way to make sense of the inexplicable, to find solace in the fact that others too have peered beyond the veil. For the viewers, these stories offer a glimpse into the Japanese psyche, where the line between the natural and supernatural is often blurred, and the ghosts of the past are never far away. As you scroll through the tales, remember some of these stories might just stick with you long after you've left the glow of your screen. Number 3. Aokigahara Forest Content. Aokigahara, the infamous forest at the foot of Mount Fuji, has a reputation that transcends borders, known to many as the Suicide Forest. This dense, haunting forest is the subject of countless online videos and articles, each delving into its somber narrative. The content ranges from documentaries and vlogs to eerie fictional stories, all painting a picture of a place shrouded in mystery and tragedy. The allure of Aokigahara in digital media lies partly in its real-life history. It's a place where many have journeyed never to return, leading to a plethora of stories speculating about the forest's supernatural qualities. Some content creators venture into the forest, documenting their journeys through the thick undergrowth and silent trees, while others focus on the forest's history and the tales of those who were drawn to its solitude. These explorations often touch on sensitive themes, with a respect for the forest's somber history. However, the forest is not just a backdrop for tragic tales. It's also a canvas for the supernatural, Many videos and articles delve into the legends that have grown around Aokigahara, such as tales of yurei, ghosts of the deceased, believed to haunt the forest. These stories are interwoven with cultural beliefs about life, death, and the afterlife, offering a glimpse into the spiritual landscape of Japan. Aokigahara content on the internet serves as a reminder of the thin line between myth and reality. While it intrigues and horrifies, it also calls for a sensitive and respectful approach to the topics of mental health and the sanctity of life. The forest, with its eerie beauty and tragic connotations, continues to be a source of fascination, fear, and introspection for those who encounter it, both in person and through the digital lens. Number 4. Creepy urban legends. The Japanese internet is a treasure trove of urban legends, each more chilling than the last. Two of the most infamous are Kuchisake Onna, the slit-mouthed woman, and Teke Teki. These tales have been passed down through generations, evolving with time, and finding a new home online where they terrify a whole new audience. Kuchisake Onna is a spectral figure wrapped in a surgical mask, a common sight in Japan. Legend has it, she asks unsuspecting victims if they find her beautiful. Upon removing her mask to reveal a grotesquely slit mouth, the story takes a dark turn, depending on the victim's response. This legend taps into deep fears about appearances and societal expectations, transforming a common protective garment into an object of horror. Teki Tek, another spine-chilling legend, tells of a vengeful spirit of a woman who fell on a railway line and was severed in half. The story describes her dragging her upper torso and making a tek-tek sound. This ghost is said to be eternally restless, seeking revenge by inflicting the same fate on others. Teki Tek embodies the fear of sudden, violent death, and the idea that spirits of such deaths linger, fueled by anger and pain. Both these urban legends have transcended their traditional mediums, now featuring in online stories, games, and augmented reality experiences. They are not just tales to scare. They reflect deeper societal fears and anxieties. The digital renditions of these stories add layers of interactivity and immersion, making them even more terrifying. The fascination with these urban legends on the Japanese internet highlights a cultural affinity for storytelling, where tales are not just for entertainment, but also for imparting moral lessons and exploring societal issues. These stories, passed from screens to hushed conversations, continue to evolve, ensuring that Kuchisake Onna and Teki Teki remain as terrifyingly relevant in the digital age as they were in the past. Number 5. Bizarre Japanese horror games. The Japanese internet is a haven for horror game enthusiasts, offering an array of bizarre and unsettling titles that push the boundaries of the genre. These games, ranging from indie projects to mainstream releases, are known for their unique blend of psychological horror and cultural elements specific to Japan. They often go beyond mere jump scares, delving into complex narratives that explore themes of isolation, existential dread, and the supernatural. One striking aspect of these games is their ability to incorporate traditional Japanese folklore and urban legends into interactive experiences. Players might find themselves navigating haunted schools, abandoned villages, or eerie forests, each setting rich with cultural references and mythological creatures like yokai and onryo, vengeful spirits. These elements are not just for ambiance, they're integral to the storytelling, often used to explore deeper themes such as guilt, loss, and the afterlife. Another hallmark of Japanese horror games is their focus on atmosphere and psychological terror. Rather than relying solely on gore or shock tactics, many of these games build a sense of unease and anticipation. They use sound design, visuals, and narrative pacing to create an immersive experience where fear is as much about what's unseen and unsaid as what's visible. These games also experiment with unconventional gameplay mechanics, like puzzles that play on Japanese language nuances or cultural rituals. This not only adds an extra layer of challenge for players, but also deepens the cultural immersion, making the experience distinctly Japanese. Number 6. Disturbing manga and anime. Disturbing manga and anime are a significant part of Japan's digital landscape, attracting a global audience with their often dark and unsettling themes. Unlike their mainstream counterparts, these works delve into the macabre and the taboo, exploring the depths of human psychology and the grotesque. They offer narratives that are complex and layered, often leaving the audience unsettled and contemplative. These manga and anime often tackle themes that conventional media shy away from. Subjects like psychological trauma, existential dread, and the darker aspects of human nature are explored in ways that are both profound and disturbing. The visual style of these works plays a crucial role in conveying their unsettling themes. Artists use stark contrasts, detailed gore, and distorted imagery to create a sense of unease and to visually represent the internal turmoil of the characters. One of the most notable aspects of these works is their willingness to push boundaries. They explore the extremes of human experience, from the depths of despair to the heights of madness, often blurring the line between reality and hallucination. This exploration is not just for shock value. It often serves as a commentary on societal issues, psychological disorders, and the human condition. Another key element is the way these manga and anime challenge traditional narrative structures. They may use non-linear storytelling, unreliable narrators, or surreal imagery to disorient and engage the audience, inviting them to piece together the underlying story and its meaning. Number 7. Real-life haunting stories. On the Japanese internet, there exists a haunting tapestry of real-life ghost stories shared by individuals from all walks of life. These stories, often found on forums and websites, provide a chilling glimpse into personal encounters with the supernatural. Unlike fictional tales, these anecdotes carry the weight of reality, making them even more spine-tingling. Many of these stories are set in everyday locations: homes, schools, and even offices, places where the veil between the natural and supernatural seems incredibly thin. The narratives often revolve around encounters with yurei, Japanese ghosts, mysterious apparitions, or inexplicable phenomena. What's compelling about these tales is their simplicity and the earnestness with which they are told. The storytellers are not professional writers. They are ordinary people sharing extraordinary experiences, which adds a layer of authenticity and relatability to the tales. These haunting accounts are more than just stories. They are a part of a cultural conversation about death, the afterlife, and the unseen forces that exist alongside us. In Japanese culture, where the past is often felt in the present and ancestors are deeply revered, these stories can be seen as a modern expression of age-old beliefs and traditions. The popularity of real-life haunting stories on the Japanese internet underscores a collective fascination with the unknown. These stories provide a safe space for people to explore their fears and curiosities about the supernatural. The shared experiences create a sense of community among those who have encountered the inexplicable and those who are intrigued by it. Number 8. J-horror short films. Japanese horror short films, a thriving genre on the internet, offer a unique and terrifying cinematic experience. These short films, often available on various online platforms, encapsulate the essence of Japanese horror, known for its psychological depth and atmospheric storytelling. In a matter of minutes, these films manage to evoke a sense of dread and unease, leaving a lasting impact on the viewer. The beauty of J-horror short films lies in their ability to tell a complete, compelling story in a limited time frame. They often focus on everyday scenarios that suddenly take a sinister turn. This brevity forces filmmakers to be innovative with storytelling techniques, using visuals, sound, and subtle hints to build tension and horror. Unlike feature-length films, these shorts rely on quick yet effective character development and concise narratives that hit hard and fast. One of the key elements of these films is the use of traditional Japanese horror themes. Elements like cursed objects, vengeful spirits, and intergenerational hauntings are common. These themes are deeply rooted in Japanese culture and folklore, giving the films a rich cultural backdrop that adds depth to the horror. The filmmakers often use these cultural elements to explore contemporary fears, blurring the lines between old superstitions and modern anxieties. The visual style of J-horror shorts is another defining feature. The use of lighting, camera angles, and color palettes is carefully crafted to create an atmosphere of suspense and dread. Many of these films employ a minimalist approach, using the power of suggestion rather than graphic visuals to convey horror. This subtlety leaves much to the imagination, often making the films more terrifying. Number 9. Creepypasta and internet folklore. In the shadowy corners of the Japanese internet, creepypasta and internet folklore reign supreme, captivating audiences with tales that blur the lines between reality and fiction. These digital ghost stories and legends, often shared on forums and social media, have become a modern form of folklore, evolving and spreading with each retelling. Japanese creepypasta often takes inspiration from traditional folklore and urban legends, infusing them with contemporary twists. These stories are usually short, but their impact is lasting, often featuring uncanny scenarios, mysterious entities, and unexplained phenomena. The allure of these tales lies in their ambiguous nature. They are often presented as true stories or rumors, making it difficult for viewers to discern fact from fiction. One of the most compelling aspects of these stories is their interactive nature. Viewers often contribute their own experiences or variations of the story, creating a communal storytelling experience. This interactivity not only keeps the stories alive, but also allows them to evolve, reflecting the collective fears and anxieties of the digital age. Creepypasta in Japan is not just a form of entertainment. It serves as a digital campfire around which a community gathers to share their fears and curiosities. These stories often explore themes such as the dark side of technology, the unknown, and the supernatural, resonating with a generation that has grown up in a world where the line between the digital and the real is increasingly blurred. Number 10. Haunted location explorations. The Japanese internet offers a fascinating window into haunted location explorations, where intrepid individuals document their journeys through places rumored to be inhabited by spirits. These explorations, often shared as videos, blogs, or photo videos, delve into Japan's rich tapestry of haunted sites, from abandoned buildings to ancient shrines. These explorers often visit locations with dark histories or eerie reputations, seeking to uncover the truth behind the legends. Their explorations are not just physical journeys, they are also explorations into the unknown, the forbidden, and the otherworldly. Through their lenses, we see dilapidated structures, shadowy corridors, and forgotten spaces, each with its own story to tell. What sets these haunted explorations apart is the blend of history, folklore, and personal experience. Number 11. Bizarre ASMR and sound clips. In the eclectic world of the Japanese internet, bizarre ASMR and sound clips have carved out a unique niche, intriguing and sometimes unsettling listeners with their unusual auditory experiences. ASMR, Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, typically aims to induce a calming, pleasurable sensation through specific sounds. However, in Japan, this genre has been extended into more peculiar and eerie territories, merging relaxation with a sense of unease and intrigue. These sound clips often feature unconventional ASMR triggers like whispering voices, the rustling of leaves, or the subtle creaking of old wooden floors. Some venture into more surreal realms, with sounds designed to evoke imagery of haunted landscapes, ethereal entities, or otherworldly scenarios. The creativity and diversity of these sounds showcase an experimental approach to ASMR, one that pushes the boundaries of the genre. What sets these bizarre ASMR experiences apart is their ability to create a vivid soundscape that transports the listener to another place or state of mind. These soundscapes are meticulously crafted, combining various audio elements to evoke specific moods and sensations. For instance, a clip might blend the sound of a gentle breeze with distant, indistinct whispering, creating an atmosphere that is both calming and slightly disconcerting. The appeal of these sound clips lies in their ability to engage the listener's imagination. In the absence of visual cues, the sounds become the primary tool for storytelling, allowing listeners to fill in the gaps with their own interpretations and imagery. This active engagement makes the experience personal and subjective, with each listener potentially having a different reaction to the same sound clip. Number 12. Guro, extreme horror, content. Ever stumbled upon something online that made you squirm? Well, in the shadowy corners of the Japanese internet, there's a niche that takes squirm-worthy to an entirely new level. Welcome to the world of Guro, or extreme horror content. Not for the faint of heart, Guro dives deep into the realms of graphic and often unsettling narratives and illustrations. It's like stumbling upon a scene from a horror movie, except it's in the form of art or stories. Guro content often features intense, sometimes even grotesque, imagery. Think along the lines of exaggerated violence and macabre themes, but depicted with a level of detail that's almost artistic in its precision. It's as if the creators are challenging themselves and their audience to see how far they can push the boundaries of both horror and art.